Sorry to interrupt a good hamster story, everybody.
I love that open. That open just really.
Look at that. That's something.
Everybody else gets like very pretty headshots, and that's what Mike gets.
Yeah.
Yep. Look at car salesman. That's what I'm going for.
He delivers news in his own style, his own brand. The news cycle never ends, and there are so many stories that we want to bring all of our viewers. Sometimes it can be difficult to really dig down on each one of them.
So we ask our very own Mike Polk Jr. to look into a few that you may not have heard about and share them with our viewers. So Mike, it's always good to have you here.
I'm happy to be here as well.
What news do we not know that we need to know about?
You guys are so fortunate that you have me here because these ones almost slipped through the cracks. Bad news for Northeast Ohioans who enjoy dining casually while a reptile stares at them with no emotion. The winking lizard has been exhibiting live green iguanas in its restaurants since the 1980s, but has recently begun rehoming the iconic lizards to animal care facilities across Northeast Ohio. Take Reggie, for example, a 7-year-old rascal who just moved from the winking lizard in Peninsula to its new home at the African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton. Reggie will now be one of
where that is.
You know where it is?
I do.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Reggie's will now be one of the park's ambassador animals, making public appearances and educational programs. Congratulations to Reggie and all his friends for not having to watch us eat and smell like onion rings all the time anymore. Congrats. Next, big news for the Barbie Brigade, folks. The Barbie truck is coming to town. That's right, the Barbie Dreamhouse. The Barbie Dreamhouse Living Tour is making its way across the U.S. to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the Barbie Dreamhouse. The truck will arrive at Crocker Park in Westlake on Saturday, September 9th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And guess what? It's going to have lots of pink Barbie merch available for purchase. You're welcome.
No.
Just a word of friendly advice to the Barbie Dreamhouse, though. This is for you, truck crew. Cleveland's an amazing city, and you're going to love it here. But be careful where you park that thing overnight while you're here. We've been having some issues lately, and we'd hate to see you end up like this. Here it is.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, no.
Okay, guys, finally, we have one more important story that almost fell through the cracks. I guess congratulations are in order for our scrappy kid brother, Columbus. They were just ranked the second friendliest big city in the nation in a study compiled by Preply, so you know it's good. The assessment was based on factors like how residents reacted to strangers and actions such as holding a door for others, general politeness, etc. And apparently Columbus, aka the Crocker Park of cities, is full of the sweetest little dandies in the nation, with the exception of Austin, Texas, which is apparently even friendlier than Columbus, in addition to being infinitely cooler. So congrats to you, Columbus, but I will point out that you are smack dab in the middle of what is by far the most affluent area of our state. It's a lot easier to be friendly when you know that the rent's paid, and I'm more likely to hold the door open for you for somebody if I know that I don't have to rush back to the parking lot to make sure no one's stealing my Kia. You want Cleveland to be friendlier? Here's my pitch. Relocate a couple of those state offices from Columbus to Cleveland and all the government jobs that come with it. Then you just watch how much more chipper we get.
That's
Heck,
right.
I'd even curtsy for you. And those are the stories that you people almost missed if it weren't for me.
You saved us. Thank you, because we needed that one, especially the last one.
Right.
You're right. Government employees, they're typically very chipper and happy.
Sure.
Well, they're all living in Columbus.
Yeah.
And then they get all the Amazon, they get the Intel.
Because they got a bunch of government employees there.
Right.
So those businesses get to be around. They're like,
Come
hey,
move in
good
our
tax base, good
neighborhood.
schools. So
Yeah.
just send a couple of them up here. This isn't the 1950s anymore where all the government buildings have to be near each other in case you need to run a file across City Hall or something like that.
We can email.
We can email now. So why don't we move some of those jobs? Spread the love, Columbus. Move some government jobs around the state.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They're all going to Columbus, though. Mike, thanks.
No problem.
That is a fantastic segment.